All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and the great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon, the teaching that's true of the folk on the earth and sincerity, man. So this is a quick lesson. Basically just going into 2020, the year of prophecy, man. And that's basically, hopefully, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, we pray as Israelites, man, that all prophecy get fulfilled this year, man. We pray that America, aka Babylon, aka Egypt, get destroyed, man, and that the Lord returns and finally put us on high. And we approaching 2020 with major prophecies is about to spill out. We living in the end times, and things is about to get real serious. If you really paying attention and watching, like the scriptures say, let's start with that, man. Because the whole job of a prophet is to watch, right? If we watching these things come to pass, we should not be taken by the things that shall surely come upon the earth. And the only way you will prepare yourself by watching and getting prepared in your mind mentally, and then you will perform it, right? So this Luke, Khan, Salakia, I'll get some water. There's Luke 12, and I'm going to start at 35. It say, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. Meaning what? Burning with this truth. Your light is talking about the oil, the truth. Let it burn. Let it show, right? Verse 36. And ye yourself show like it to man that wait for your Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he come and knock, they might open into him immediately. And that's what we waiting for. We waiting on the Lord to return, to be reunited with him. With him, man. With Yahweh Shai. So, because the Lord is about to return. The Lord told us different signs that surely shall come to pass, which we're going to get. That's going to happen at the end times, and shall be revealed, right? Verse 37. Blessed are the servants who the Lord, when he come, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them, man. Because you are blessed if you going into prophecy. You are blessed if you talking about prophecy, man. Because a lot of Christians, a lot of these scholars, a lot of these people that scoff, they don't go into prophecy. They don't perform forewarn the people. No. You have to let the people know the things that surely shall come to pass, that the Lord said shall come. So we watching and we praying 2020, the year of prophecy, right? All prophecy be fulfilled, man. Right? Verse 38. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them to bless are those servants, because hey, the Lord can come and return at any moment. He can come today, tomorrow, or anything, man. With which we loudly doubt, because a lot of things shall surely come to pass, but we are watching, and that's the sense of watching the Lord return, and we the prophecy shall fulfill itself, right? Verse 39. No, that's it. No, come on. I'll read it, finish it out. And this know that in the good man at the house have known what hour the thief will come, he will have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken into. Because, hey, if you knew a thief was coming to your house, or what hour, right, you'll be up there waiting. But if you didn't know, and you just lollygagging, falling asleep, the thief would just come in and take everything, and you wouldn't even know. So that's the whole point of watching and being diligent, occupying till the Lord come. so that we should surely know when the Lord shall come to pass, so we don't be taken upon the things that the Lord says shall happen. Verse 40, be ye therefore ready also. So how you get ready? By reading these scriptures, getting your mind ready, preparing yourself, praying, fasting. That's how you do, right? It say, for the Son of Man come at an hour when you think not, man. And that's what it is. So when we watching, we will see when the Lord shall surely return. And let's get some of the prophecies, right? That we know and hope that it all shall be fulfilled in 2020, man. Because 2020 shall be a hell of a year, man. And we can't wait to see the downfall. Actually, let's get that. Before I get that, man, let's get this Sirach 25, I believe. And 7, it say, there be 9 things which I had judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his, a man that have joy of his children, and he that lived to see the fall of his enemy, man. And that's what we witnessing. We are witnessing the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian, so-called white man. That's what really Edomites, because they and that live in Mount Seir, because they was driven across the mountains, man. That's where you get the word Caucasian from, man. That's ruling the world, that robbed, slandered, and killed and everyone, man. Set up his policies, man. Right? We seeing the downfall of his kingdom and the rise of Yasharallah, the rise of the Israelites, man. Because when the Lord returns, he's going to set up the men of the Lord, starting with the ones that teaching this truth, the 144,000, to rule and put the new government over this of this earth, starting with Yahweh and King David, man, and his army and so forth, man. These things shall surely come to pass. But let's get into the prophecies that should come to pass in the end times. This Matthew 24 and verse 3. And as he sped into the mountain of Olives, the disciples came into him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of the coming and the end of the world? So the disciples asked him privately, like, when is these things come? When will you shall return, right? Verse 4, and Yahweh answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And we have approached this prophecy right here, man. Many antichrists, man, denying the Lord. These people in these churches, false pastors, vocab alone, all these people, man, coming against the Lord because they deny the Lord. They don't know the Lord. And the Lord is going to come and jack them up, man. It say in Corinthians, if one come preaching another Mashiach, man, Yahweh Shai, believe him not, man. Roughly paraphrasing, right? Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, say, and I am Mashiach, shall deceive many. And a lot of people is deceived, man. A lot of people deceive our false doctrine and lies, slanders, right? That's why the Lord set up true shepherds and pastors to feed you with true knowledge, man. The wisdom and the warn and show you the things that surely shall come. Warn you, right? 6. And if ye shall hear of wars, a rumor of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things shall come to pass, but the end is not yet, man. And what would just happen in 2000 before the end of 2019? What America just attacked Iran and Syria and Somalia. So wars is picking up, man. Donald Trump told Iran, if you respond, it would be strategic attacks, and he laughed and told them Happy New Year. He said, "Thank this your new year, man." Basically, man. So we can't wait to see these things that's happening on different forefronts, man. That's going to play out in 2020, which we hope and pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that all these prophecies that I'm about to read all come to pass all at once, man. Because unless these things have to come to pass in order for the Lord to come back and return and put us on high, right? Verse 7, for nation shall arise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, man. And that's what you're starting to see all through 2019, 18, 17, man. And it's starting to pick up rapidly, man. Fires, pestilence, diseases, man. All type of new diseases they have been creating. These things been wrapping up more and more and more, man. And famine, which we are approaching in 2020, famine that's finna be worse than ever been upon the face of the earth, man. Because when you read Daniel, 12:1, that it's finna be a time that never been before. When you read Jeremiah 30:7, it says it's finna be a time that never was like this. Hey, this famine that's about to come, which already reported that they didn't grow a lot of crops last year. So if they didn't grow a lot of crops last year because of weather conditions and plagues and things like that, man, what's going to happen in 2020 when this famine approach and we starting to feel the pain of food shortage, man? Prices will go up. Because the only reason prices go up because of lack of food, man. It come rare. So it's going to cost more to get that food, man. Right? Let's keep going. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And these just the beginning of sorrows. It said rumors of war. Nation shall rise against nation. And what you see on the forefront. Nations has been telling America, F you, man. North Korea, which they just reported that America told North Korea, if you start testing new missiles again, we're gonna deal with you. So apparently they not on one accord. China, when there's war, there's trade war, which they strike the deal, but that don't mean the terror is over. Remember, man, terror is still on our country, and we approaching the second year. We like in the 17th month. So how much more when these companies are shutting down, which announced that this finna be worst year of jobs lost ever, man. And these tariffs are still on our country. Prices shall rise. Truck drivers are announced that they lost their jobs. It's a shortage of truck drivers, man, which are gonna wrap up the famine. There's war in the Strait of Moose with Iran and all those things, man. So 2020 is going to be a hell of a year, right? Verse 19, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you and shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Persecution, man, which is happening on a mass scale, man, which these last month or last several weeks, I should say, demonizing the Israelites, man, which been exposed on a mass scale. If you do some research, people defending us on the internet, showing you that we have no link tied to this so-called anti-Semitic terrorist group. They so-called trying to picture black Hebrew Israelites. First of all, we not black. We Hebrew Israelite. We is a culture that the Lord gave us, a history. These things is what our ancestors practiced. But here go this so-called white man, Esau Edom, rob and steal and kill on abundance, man. But we the terrorist group. He go and conquer lands, set his name over their lines, man. But we the terrorist group, man. He dropped bombs on different countries, man. But we the terrorist group, man. And all we do is just stand in the corner, declare the end from the beginning. Like the scriptures say, man. We tell you the things that the Lord said, Yahweh Bashem Abishai said, shall surely come to pass. But you hate us. But it's cool, because it's all fulfilling prophecy, right? Verse 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. And that's what it is. And you're going to see your family members turn on you, brothers in the truth. And I'm just calling it what it is, man. These things shall surely come to pass. We have to pray that we don't have that Julius Iscariot spirit, or that Satan jump on us, or anything, man. Because these things is wrapping up. The Lord said these things shall surely come to pass. You shall be persecuted for my name's sake, man. Right? And let's jump down, man. Verse 21. For then shall be, there's Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as will not seem the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be, except those days shall be shortened. There shall no flesh be saved, but the elect's sake these days shall be shortened, man. And that's what the Lord doing. He's speeding up time for the elect's sake. He bringing these things to pass so that, because if this so-called Esau, because Esau, Edom keep ruling, ain't nothing to be said. He killing the land, no food reproducing, the air polluted. But we terrorists. This man is the devil. But this the year of prophecy, man. 2020. These things shall surely come to pass. Martial law, the mark of the beast. Let's get that. Let's get that, man. Let's speak on the mark of the beast, because these all things that surely shall come to pass, man. And we can't wait till these things come to pass. Because except this prophecy right here, man, come to pass, the mark of the beast, hey, the Lord cannot return. The Lord said this thing shall, let's get it, man. This Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And this hour of temptation talking about the mark of the beast, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. And that's what it is. That's why you starting to see countries going into recession and chaos everywhere, because guess what? That's what the New World Order logo is. Order out of chaos, man. So you're going to see chaos here and here, which is prophesied in the scripture. Let's get that before we go back to this mark of the beast, man. This second Esdras, which another prophecy come to pass, man. And expect more countries to go into the recession and see these things, man. This second Esdras 15 and 14. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and that destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and sword in their hands, man. And you're going to see that on a wide scale. People against policemen, nation against nation, Egyptian against Egyptian, man. Hey, it tell you that Satan cast out Satan, the house shall not stand. House divided, man. These things is coming to pass rapidly, man. The impeachment of Donald Trump, man. We can't wait to see what 2020 reveal, man. And hopefully all prophecies be come to pass, man. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and sedition going to uprisings, man. It's an uprising in America. It's an uprising in all these different countries, France, Paris, I believe Iraq, Iran, or something like that, man. Trump, oh yeah, I forgot. Trump, I believe, sending more troops in the Middle East. It's so many things is coming to pass, right? It say, and invading one another, and shall not regard their kings nor prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into the city, and shall not be able. Martial law. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid A man shall have no pity upon their neighbor, but he shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. And that's what it is. You're gonna see the animal in these people, man. The animal, man. Because hey, when you have no bread, no food, man. When that famine come, people gonna starve. A lot of people is gonna eat their kids. Cannibalism is coming back, man, on a mad scale, man. Salakia. On a mad scale, man. And you're gonna see that these people don't really care about each other, man. You're gonna see all your family members try to sell you off or whatever, man. It's gonna be a crazy time, but it's all setting up the mark of the beast because of all these people trusting into Egypt. Let's get that real quick before we get the mark of the beast. This Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and horses because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And that's what it is. These people don't seek the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They trust in this place. 2019, the start of it, the government shutdown. Did they call upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? No, they went to Trump. They went to the government. Said, please, can you open back up the government? My family is going. Our bills is getting is piling up. People use their bank, they savings, sold things out their house. This is a rebellious nation, man, and trust in the oppressor instead of the creator. So back in this Revelation 3 and 10, it say, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell on the earth, man. And it's coming. It's coming, man. This mark of the beast that's talking about, let's get it. In Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. So if you don't worship and take this mark of the beast, you're going to be killed. It tells you in Revelation 20 and 4, those that been beheaded for the name of Yahweh Shai, man. So some of them will die, some of them won't, right? Verse 16, and he called all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and or in their forehead. And there and that's what is coming out. Well, damn, I forgot the dude that's coming out in 2020. Bringing to the world the mark of the imprint in your brain. This is coming to pass. Sweden have a whole party last year. Chipping people in their arms, 3 Square Market. We can go on for days how this mark of the beast is coming to pass, man. Face recognition is just going into what? Your hand, you're scanning your face or scanning your hand or your phone. All these things is coming to pass because it's rolling over to the mark of the beast. That's why you think they got this 5G and 6G. It's tied in. It have to be run off a system, man. Right? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. And you can't buy or sell. You're not going to be able to purchase food without this mark of the beast. Hey, it was a club called the Baja Club. To get into the club, you have to scan your hand. People are already doing this in California, I believe. People are already doing this overseas. This thing is already set up. Verse 18, here's the wisdom. Let him that have an understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of the man, and the number is 6, 66. So 666, man. And that's the number that is going to be ran off. The barcode that's on these transactions and everything, man. that's the prophecies that shall surely come to pass. It's a little bit more, but these things shall surely come to pass in the end days, man. It's also say that don't be afraid of these things, man, because hey, we're gonna be delivered into prison. This Revelations 2:10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye might be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And that's what it is. The Lord is going to give us a crown of life if we endure these things that shall surely come to pass. So, with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon of teaching the truth of the folk on the urban true city, man. Till next time, I want to say, Shalom.